Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bull City Hangout 8-7. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. And with Bull City Hangout, basically, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then I invite you on camera to shoot the breeze or share information. So let's get started. It is a weekday, so we'll be starting with the school tools page. Again, it's durhamskywriter.com. Some people like to follow along. So young people ages 18 and under can get free lunches provided by Durham Public Schools, and then adults can get free non-perishable food supplies. So you have until 12:30 to get to Bethesda, Eno Valley, Githens, R.N. Harris, Hillside High, Parkwood, or Sandy Ridge. You just go to the closest school to you, and the addresses can be found on the school tools page. And then you have until 1:30 to get to Burton, Lakeview, Shepherd, Southern High, or Southwest. And with today being Friday, additional schools join in and help out. So you have until 12:30 to get to Brogdon, Eastway, Glen, Holt, Y.E. Smith, or C.C. Spalding. And then you have until 1:30 to get to Club Boulevard, Hillendale, Holton, Kip, Maureen Joy, or Lakewood Middle School. All right. Now, I think that's it for the school tools page. So next, let's go to the word page. That's the governmental and nonprofit information page. Just to let you know, the APS of Durham, that's the Animal Protection Society of Durham, they have free dog and cat food, and sometimes they even have free kitty litter for pet owners, only City of Durham and Durham County. So you can go online. The link is on the word page, and then you can apply and let them know when you can pick up your free dog food or cat food and or kitty litter. And if you're able to help financially, of course, to help out, to help pay for this pet pantry, they accept donations, of course. They also have adoption assistance. They have a spay neuter service, heartworm treatment service, and also the Tiffany life-saving medical treatment that gives dogs a second chance on life. So check that out on the word page. All right. Also, I just want to mention real quick, because the weekend's coming, you might have a few minutes to attend to the paperwork that you need to apply for the City of Durham's Water Hardship Fund. You can get help up to $240 worth. Okay. And then let's see, DSS, that's of course, Durham County Department of Social Services. They have emergency funds to help you if your job has been affected by COVID-19. They can help you with your rent payment or your mortgage payment. Very important. You do have to get some paperwork together, so go to the word page and find that out. Okay, now let's go to, let me scroll down. I'm not done yet. So Durham County Library, they're not quite open yet, but you can go to the website if you're a card holder, and then you can actually place a hold on certain books, DVDs, CDs, and then pick them up at specified hours. And if you don't have a library card, don't worry, because you can get an online temporary library card. How about that? So again, that's all on the word page. And then the last item that I want to mention, there's more items, but the last one I'm going to mention today is that let me scroll down. The Women's Business Center of North Carolina, they have this pilot program. It's called the Cybersecurity Pilot Program. Today is the last day to sign up. We'll be talking more about that with guest Roberta McCullough. She's in the wings. So we'll be talking about that in a second. This is an exciting program because she's going to be able to set me straight for sure. But I'm pretty sure cybersecurity sounds like a lucrative field to be into. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Very quickly, let's go to the legalese page. There's one item there on the legal page. It's also listed on the Zoom page, and that is Kids Voting Durham's Art Challenge for young people ages 18 and under. We're asking young people to tell us, those of us who need convincing, why it's so important to vote. And as you know, it is super important. So the Kids Voting Durham organization, they're super cool. They have really savvy kids, I should say students, not kids, students, who are really politically knowledgeable and able to tell us why it's so important. It's not just for the members, but they're inviting all young people ages 18 and under to let us know why it's so important to vote. Now, you can submit, a visual piece, 1080 by 1080 square, because they're going to put it on social media. Or you can make a 1-minute video. That should be cool. Or you can write a poem or spoken word piece. Now, you can't tell us who to vote for, but you can tell us why we need to vote. All right, details are on the Zoom page and on the legal page as well. The last page will be, one more page. Sport and Life, the sports page. Now, the city lakes, they're sort of open. They have like a lottery system for people who want to visit Lake Mickey and also Little River. So here's how it works. They're open. They're always open, limited hours, as you know, Friday through Monday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. But here's how it works now. Lake Mickey is open for non-motorized boat launches and also fishing on the banks of the lake. Little River is open for bank fishing only. And you need your permit. It's through a lottery system. And so today the lottery is open from noon to 6, which means if you want to go out on the lake tomorrow, put in your request today, and then the lottery happens at 6, and you'll know whether you won or not. So it's interesting how they're doing that, but it's, again, Friday through Monday. Read about it on the sports page of the Durham Skywriter. Now we're going to the last page, which is the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. And let's see. Yes, New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. They're giving away free lunches, or I should say dinners, from 3 until 6 this afternoon. You must wear a mask. And then that's it for today. So tomorrow, I'll tell you what's happening tomorrow morning. Durham Farmers Market, 8 until noon in Durham Central Park. Durham Craft Market, same hours, same place. South Durham Farmers Market, 8 until noon, south on Highway 55. Roots Farmers Market, they're a little different with Roots Farmers Market. They don't have a spot this year. Basically, they want you to go online, make your order, and then you can pick up your order at Mount Bethel Presbyterian Church tomorrow from 10 until 11, or I should say on Saturdays, 10 until 11. All righty, let's see. Also happening, Nehemiah. Let me go scroll down to Nehemiah Christian Center. Ooh, so tomorrow they're going to have their big give back grocery giveaway. That's tomorrow morning, 10 until noon. And that's very important. If you are in need, they can help you out. Weather report. We're going to bring on Miss McCullough in just a second. Quick weather report. It is 81 and cloudy. And the sun's out right now, and it is humid. It's going up to 82, and we might have thunderstorms in mid-afternoon. Also, now tomorrow it's going up to 87, thunderstorms, but the thunderstorms, it looks like they're scheduled for late morning. So if you're going to go to the farmers markets, hopefully you can tiptoe out early, like around 8 or 9, and beat the rain. Hopefully that's how it works out. So, Miss McCullough, I can see that her camera is off. If she can turn her camera and mic back on, we're going to bring her on. She is from the Women's Business Center of North Carolina. And let's see what's happening with Miss McCullough. Miss McCullough, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Pat. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And thanks so much for joining me. I've been really excited about this cybersecurity pilot program, but I'm jumping ahead. Let me first ask you to tell us first about the Women's Business Center.
Absolutely, and thank you. And I apologize up front because my sinuses are giving me a fit, so
Oh, no,
I'll
that's
mute
okay.
myself if I need to for a second. But thank
Okay.
you for having me. The Women's Business Center of North Carolina, for those that are not familiar with the Women's Business Centers, we are a resource partner of the Small Business Administration, the SBA, and we provide services to budding and existing entrepreneurs. And we do that in the form, a myriad of ways. We do counseling, one-on-one counseling. We provide various courses and sessions to help you grow and start your business. It can be anywhere from building your business plan to marketing to accounting. We are part of we were fortunate to be part of the CARES Act. And so we received additional funding to provide more offerings in terms of remote customer service, supply chain disruption, and just, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Of course, right now, we are offering all these services on a virtual platform. We in the Women's Business Center of North Carolina actually did some of both even before the pandemic, but certainly right now we are all virtual. And just to kind of elaborate a little bit for those who are unfamiliar with the Women's Business Center, there are 4 in the state of North Carolina. Ours, which is headquartered in downtown Durham on Black Wall Street. There's a sister organization in Charlotte. There's one in Fayetteville and one in Asheville, North Carolina. Across the country, it's great. So across the country, there are nearly 120 right now. There is a Women's Business Center in every state, at least one, in every state with the exception of Alaska. I know that that Mississippi is about to, excuse me, open one. Forgive me. So we provide support to businesses, primarily, of course, by virtue of the name. Primarily, they're women entrepreneurs. However, we do have male clients. We don't turn anyone away, but our focus are women that are looking to start business or that are in business.
So are you like SCORE, where everything that you offer is free?
That is absolutely right. Our services are free. There are some classes that we might offer that may come with a minor cost because we may use an outside facilitator, but 99% of what we do is free.
That's wonderful. And I'm really glad you told us about this. I think a lot of people might not know about the center because you're not on the first floor. And so people might not notice. Yeah. So unless people are walking by real slowly on Parrish, actually reading the doors, you might not know because you're right next door to the bank.
We're on the second floor. We're right above them.
Right.
The Women's Business Center is on the second floor, and our host organization, which is the Institute of Minority Economic Development, which owns the building, is on the 6th floor.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know they owned the building. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, Marvis is here, and she wants to know if she can ask questions. Well, ask away, Marvis. And if you want to join us on camera, you can ask your question that way. The link is provided right there, however you want to ask the question. And while we're waiting for Marvis to type the question or to join us, can you give us a little hint about this cybersecurity pilot program? The deadline to sign up for it was today, but you can tell us about that.
Certainly, thank you. So this is a project that we've been working on for a year to bring it to fruition. So we are partnering with Innovative Systems Group, which is a Black-owned firm, IT company, owned by Tony Marshall and Keith Craig. And so we are partnered with them because they provide cybersecurity apprenticeship training. And so I, just started talking with Tony, who I've known for years, last summer. I said, well, why don't we create a pilot program so that we can just do our part in increasing the opportunities for young women of diverse backgrounds to get into the STEM field. For those who don't know, STEM, includes technology, science, technology, engineering, and math. So I just thought, and I'm a math major, so I'm part of that STEM world. So, and I taught for a little bit. So I just saw the disparities of young women not feeling confident in those particular fields.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony agreed, thought it was a great idea. And thanks to our funder, sometimes I'm a little hesitant to mention our fund, but we secured a funder to support this program. So we launched it, and we are looking to include 12 young women of diverse backgrounds, ages 18 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose that particular age because, again, those that are leaving high school sometimes don't know, oh, I'm going to have to plug my laptop.
Okay, yeah, no
doesn't
problem.
die. Forgive me.
Yeah,
Just
go ahead and do that.
second. Let me do that.
That's fine. I had to do that the other day. That's fine.
Oh, forgive me. That would not have been good. So, thank you. Excuse me for the interruption. So
no
the
problem.
reason I chose that age group from 18 to 25 is because, again, I saw a lot of kids that taught high school math, so I saw a lot of young people who didn't know what they were going to do. They made it to the goal of graduating from high school, but they had no direction. And so this is our way, again, of capturing those in that age range, because that's a tricky age. Once you're considered grown or the age of consent, you need to start working on a career. For those who may not be going to college, this is a fabulous opportunity. Now, to get into what the program will offer, it provides, IT skills. Those I won't say basic, because there's nothing basic about IT in my mind, but those beginning IT skills that will prepare you to be certified. And there's a particular certification that's called the CompTIA A+ certification. That is basically a host of skills that prepares you to enter into the IT career path. It gives you enough qualification to be able to secure a job or career in IT. And so ISG, or Innovative Systems, will do the training. They'll provide 8 weeks of training. And again, because of the pandemic, we had to go from a classroom setting to a virtual setting. So we figured that out as well. So to be a virtual training, we will make sure that those that participate have the hardware. And so they'll be giving an hour a day, Monday through Thursday, for 8 weeks of training. And there'll be 2 Saturdays that they'll determine once the program starts as to what days those will be. So this is a dedication. This is not something that someone can just come on Monday and then on Thursday and think they're going to complete it. We're not having that. We need committed young women who are looking for a career opportunity. I mean, seriously minded young women that are looking for a career opportunity. The deadline to apply was today, and it still is, but I think I'm going to extend it until Monday, just because people always wait till the last minute. We know that. But the seats are filling. We only have about 3 or 4 seats left.
Ooh, okay.
So,
I'm glad you're doing. I'm glad you're doing that, because that's why I make sure on Fridays for programs where people have to sign up, like the emergency fund program.
Yes.
Where you have to get paperwork together. I always make sure that I announce it on Friday so they could work on the paperwork over the weekend. So I'm glad you're extending the deadline. So. Yes.
I think that because we want the opportunities to be maximized. We don't want to have an empty seat. That would make no sense. So we are excited. ISG, our partner, they're very excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you. And so we're going to work to.
But tell me, so you go through the program. So what kind of job does this lead the young women to, or will they be able to go straight into a job? And if so, what would the job title be?
Well, because let me give a big disclaimer. I'm not an IT girl. Okay, so basically the skills of being able to understand how to assemble and disassemble hardware, how to understand, because it's a cybersecurity, understanding how you can go into a system and determine if it has been hacked. So it's that level of knowledge. I'm not the IT person, so I don't speak that language, which is why I partnered with ISG, because that's what they do. But they will be the people that participate will be fully prepared to enter into a entry level IT position. And I know that ISG also has partners with other companies where they
Mm-hmm.
have the potential to place those that complete the program successfully.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's very important that you be committed, because this is a game changer
For
for those
real.
that participate.
For
So,
real.
so that ISG, their part of the role is to um, find opportunities for these young people to be placed. Now, the other thing that is an added bonus to this particular program is that upon completion of the 8 weeks with Innovative Systems Group's program, then the Women's Business Center will offer 6 weeks of entrepreneurship training.
Ooh.
So these individuals that participate, not only are they prepared in that regard, but they
Ooh.
also get entrepreneurship training as
They
well.
can freelance,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly
They
right.
can freelance, start their
They can
own.
go career path, or they can freelance. That's exactly right.
Sweet.
Um,
Now,
and I do see
DJ in Washington, D.C. wants to know if the applicants have to live in Durham.
they don't have to live in Durham, but they need to be in the greater Triangle area, because
Okay.
they will have to be able to pick up the hardware that comes with it.
Oh, okay. Now, DJ Debbie is in Washington, D.C. So you did say that there are other women's business centers. Of course, D.C. isn't a state. I mean, where would they go to the nearest women's business center that might have a program similar to this? Maybe Virginia. But this
Well,
is
I'll
something
be
that
honest with you.
you came up with. This is
Yes,
unique, right?
this is my brainchild. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
But I will say this, that it is something that upon completion of this, successful completion of it with our participants, we have an opportunity to duplicate it within the state.
Ooh,
So that's why we're
okay.
calling this the pilot, because the pilot is where you work out all the kinks, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we were just very excited about it.
Well, maybe this will give Debbie an idea in that she works with local businesses in Washington, D.C. So maybe this will give her an idea on how to make this same kind of or a similar connection in DC, and maybe work on getting young women trained in her area.
Yes.
So
And
so
there are a couple of women's business centers in the greater DC area. I know there's one in
okay.
Northern Virginia, I think it's in Alexandria, and then there is one in DC proper.
Oh, well, Debbie, check that out for sure. And Marvis wants to know. She says that she's too old for this program, but she wants to know if the center helps with writing government contracts.
We do not write your contracts for you. However, we do support women entrepreneurs who are looking to be certified. And I don't know if she is certified to under a federal level. Since she mentioned government contracts, I'm assuming she's speaking on a federal level. But
Mm-hmm.
I can certainly talk to
Maybe
her more.
not. I don't know.
Yeah, government contracts can be local, state, or federal level.
Mm-hmm.
So if she wants to call us, our office at 919-956-2334, then we
Okay.
can throw our counselors to talk further about
Awesome. So when you want to work with the government, it's a different process, whether you want to work with the city of Durham or the county of Durham or state of North Carolina. Are those three totally different procedures?
it. Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Local level, you typically would sign up as a vendor with the local municipality. For state
I've
level,
done that. Okay.
yes. hmm For state level, you can do business with state government, but if you want to be hub certified, which is for those sectors, hub stands for historically underutilized businesses. It can be, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned, minority-owned, all those populations that historically have been underutilized. That's where the acronym comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can be hub certified, and it doesn't guarantee you a contract, but it does place you in a particular pool when those larger contract corporations are looking for vendors. Then, so that's something that you want to do, and that's something that's
Interesting. Oh,
and then
so
federal level.
Okay, so definitely, Marva. So definitely give them a call for sure. Now,
Okay.
Debbie says that DC. Yeah, she's saying yeah they do have a women's center in Washington D.C.
Hmm.
and she'd like to contact you to discuss the model used here in
Okay.
Durham.
Excellent.
If yeah, okay, Debbie, I'll make that connection, or you can actually, if you don't mind, I can give you your email address. You can see her
Hmm.
name. McCullough is not always the easiest name to spell. It's right there on the screen. So R McCullough at the institutenc.org.
That's correct.
And like so many people, you are working out of your home office, right?
I am.
So you can always call the office and they can contact her for you, or you can just might be quicker probably for them to write to you directly with email, right?
Either way they want to do it.
Either
If
way.
you call that number, our administrative staff will answer the phone. So we have, even though we're remote, you would not know because we have a seamless operation.
Awesome. And Debbie's pointing out she's the director of the Ward 7 Business Partnership. And it says here, as a certified Main Street America organization, they provide business services to local small businesses and entrepreneurs. I got to follow her around. We're old college chums, so when I go to DC, I visit Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to follow her around as she goes to the different businesses, and she takes inventory, so to speak, and she helps them with what's that word, technical assistance and other things that they
Yes,
might need in terms of marketing.
that's what we do.
And
Hmm.
okay, so that's
Hmm.
probably why she wants to talk to you.
Oh,
So,
certainly. I'll be glad to talk with her.
because another thing that they're doing, which as a uh, publisher of a local paper, it's a website, but still call it paper.
Hmm.
I don't have anything against chains. Don't get me wrong, because very
Hmm.
often when your neighborhood gets chains, people think that's a sign of progress, and I can understand that. But what Debbie does, and what I really like to see, is that she helps to promote local businesses and
Hmm.
entrepreneurs. Nothing against the chains, but I don't think you have a real, to me, a successful community unless you have local businesses. Because if all of your money is just immediately flowing into Atlanta and New York and wherever the
Hmm.
offices of these chains are, your community is not really benefiting that much. If the money's not in the local bank and it just immediately goes from your pocket to New York, what good is that
Right.
for the community? I'm just
I
saying.
agree. I agree.
So I really appreciate. In fact, I did get a bit of counseling years and years and years and
Hmm.
years ago from the Women's Business Center, and I'd like to reestablish my relationship with you guys and see if I could, learn some more from you, because
Absolutely.
I need help with marketing.
Okay. Oh, listen, we got you, and and I appreciate you saying that. We have been around. We'll be celebrating our 20th year next month, and so we have to
Awesome.
figure out how we're going to do it in this climate. But we'll make sure everybody knows. But yes, we'll be more than happy to reconnect with you. Well, we already
I,
have. Here we are,
yeah,
right?
I love that, and I'm so sorry. I wish Miss Harris had lived long enough to enjoy that 20th anniversary.
Oh my gosh,
So yeah, Andrea, I got to
miss
meet her and
her.
talk with her. She was awesome.
She is amazing. We miss her so much. We really do.
Tell
But
tell the audience who Andrea Harris was, if you don't mind, just a couple of
oh,
sentences. Because she,
absolutely. Andrea Harris was a one of a kind woman that was also the co-founder of the Institute of Minority Economic Development that has been in existence for 34 years. We unfortunately lost her a few months ago, but she was adamant and passionate about minority business, about HBCUs and education, just about prosperity for African Americans and all other minority sectors, but definitely had a passion for her own people. Little pint-sized woman that,
she was a dynamo.
oh my gosh, I tell people, and this is going to age me, but you'll know it, Pat, that I said she had the E.F. Hutton effect.
Oh yeah, everybody
She
listened.
walked in the room and everybody was like, oh, everybody was quiet because that's Miss Harris, because you want to hear what she has to say.
Mm,
So definitely missed, but we feel a definite charge to carry her mission on.
awesome. I hope when you celebrate your 20th year, that you have some kind of big shindig or something online.
We'll work. We're going to work it out.
Something.
You know,
okay.
The beauty of being virtual is that you can pull something together pretty quickly.
Okay. And Debbie's pointing out that it's important to shop local, and a small business is where the jobs are. In fact, I saw I think it was the SBA. They pointed out that most of the businesses in the USA can be considered small businesses.
Oh, yes, 98%.
90. Oh,
98%. Wow. Now, I will say this, and I'm sure they have their reason, that SBA considers any small business that has 500 or fewer employees. So that's a large sector. But if you really think about some of these massive corporations, it does make sense. Mm-hmm. So yes, but 98% of America's businesses are small businesses.
Wow. So thank you again, Roberta McCullough, for joining us. And I do hope you tell other folks about Bull City Hangout, because my job is to connect the people with what's happening.
I love it, and I will make sure I spread the word. Thank you so much for having me, and we'll be in touch again.
Okay, well, thanks again. Have a great day, Ms. McCullough.
You too. Thank you so much. You too.
Absolutely. That was so fun. So if anybody wants to join me, Debbie, if you wanted to join in, the link is actually on Facebook on the Durham Skywriter page. So find that if you want to join me. And then Marvis, if you wanted to join me as well, that would be awesome. And I thought I saw Crystal. I know I saw Crystal, my friend Crystal, from the Warrenist. Check out, if you're in Warren County, you definitely want to check out the Warrenist. And I know she was trying to, the problem with where Crystal is that Warren County is primarily rural, and they're having a huge problem with internet accessibility. And we were supposed to be, she got a new phone. We're supposed to be checking out her signal. I saw her appear briefly and her signal might have dropped. So hopefully, Crystal, we can try that again. So if nobody wants to join me, I just want to point out that tomorrow it's going to rain. We're going to have thunderstorms in the early morning and then late morning. So there's going to be, hopefully, if the weather agrees with the forecast, there's going to be a little window of opportunity to go shopping at the farmers markets and the craft market from like between 8 and 10-ish, maybe. Hopefully it'll, actually, don't forget, free groceries. Nehemiah will be giving away groceries from 10 until noon tomorrow. And then I didn't mention this because I'm going to do the show again at 10 o'clock tomorrow. On Saturdays, I do Bull City Hangout at 10. So let me just check, because there's going to be another community food distribution. Let's see. Oh my God, how did I miss this? White Rock. Okay. I'm glad I checked. White Rock Baptist Church, they're having a food giveaway from 11 until 1. I'll be sure to mention that tomorrow. But yeah, that's good to know. So that's going to be White Rock. But I was also going to mention Jamaat Ibad al-Rahman. They give away boxes of produce. That's not until 2 o'clock. Let's hope that it doesn't rain at all tomorrow. I'm just saying. So you have a beautiful day. If nobody wants to join me, that's fine. I'll get back to work. Work being updating the Durham Skywriter. If you have information, let me know. And share this out so that more Durhamites can find out what's happening today and tomorrow morning in Durham. Have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow at 10. Oh, okay, wait. Debbie, the link is on Facebook. I don't list it on, I can see you're on YouTube. I don't list it on YouTube because, Marvis is here. Yeah, so go to the Durham Skywriter Facebook page and you'll see the link. And let's bring on Marvis. So Debbie, tomorrow's fine. Today's fine. I want to see what's happening with Marvis. Let's see what's going on with her. Marvis, what's new?
I was in there eating, so I couldn't get it on. So I was like, wait a minute, I always have wanted to have a chance to speak.
Yeah.
See what she's up to. Always good information.
Oh, thank you. Yes, ma'am. And congratulations. I noticed you have a really super flashy new website?
Ooh, it's a work in progress. I'm trying. I have to learn as I go. So
it's flashy.
That works out. It's been interesting.
Actually, let me get my pen since I have you right here, and let me ask you, because I was actually on your website trying to figure out about the virtual line dance classes. I'm sure she'll.
I'm sorry, I had to go cut. Telemarketers. Ooh, they're driving me crazy. It's like I hate to be at home because they just keep calling the house phone. Stop that. So yeah, the virtual classes. Everything I'm doing is pretty much just moving it to virtual. So we do line dance classes through Zoom.
Okay.
Monday and Tuesdays, just like I was doing in person.
Okay. 5 o'clock, right?
No, line dance classes 7.
Oh, 7. Both Monday and Tuesday?
I had to stop and think 7. Yes, because I've also started a virtual book club that meets once a month. So
okay,
that's at 5 o'clock on that probably the 4th Thursdays. I don't know. It should be. I'm changing. I was over there trying to be supportive and be upbeat about being in stay in place mode, but
it's hard, isn't it?
Then we see that there's no end in sight. I'm gonna have to kind of redo the model all the way over again. But
yeah,
one of the exciting things that I wanted to mention with you is that we do virtual bingo once a month.
Oh, you write that down. Okay.
And the proceeds from it goes to a nonprofit Literary Voice Institute, which the founder and board director officer, and we help. Our primary goal with the nonprofit is doing social enrichment and academic enrichment activities from Vance County, Granville County, Durham County. All those counties that I have.
You're wide-reaching there.
Well, and I have to say that one of the reasons I decided to come on in person, because I couldn't type it enough. But the community services that I do, I mean, you were part of us doing the socials, and you knew it was near and dear to my heart because it got
labor of love.
Out. Right. It was people got out and they had fun while they were exercising, and it was just, some good hope fun. Still doing the socials. We're just not doing it on a bigger scale. We just, just have line dancing. Because I told them either 4th of July or Memorial Day, I said, you know what? I should have been trying to get Pitty Pat to play the music for our little virtual cookout. So you and I are going to have to get together and connect.
Okay, the problem is being legal with the music. It's not legal to play, licensed music on YouTube or Facebook. It's allowed.
No, Zoom. No, we were having a party in Zoom.
Oh, it's allowed in Zoom?
Yeah, because I do the classes in Zoom. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much,
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing, anything that I haven't played that has been an issue. It's just
okay. Good to know. Okay.
So I do everything. Now I have a problem being on Facebook Live and all that. I'm in a work in progress.
It's fun though, isn't it?
I'm a work in progress. But one of the things I wanted to say is the reason why I do what I do and that I spend so much time trying to do it is because Andrea was my mentor when I was living in Henderson. She and I are from the same hometown. And we claim So I've been knowing her just about all my life, and she really pushed me to be the community activist that I have become.
Okay.
So her death really it upset me because it's just like I do with you. It's like, Peter, babe, we need to get together, and then we don't get together. And the same thing with her. And she was such a part of my life. It was so difficult for me to call my son to tell him that she had passed away. And he was like, who? And he says, I know you're not talking about Aunt Andrea, so how
Yeah.
in our culture,
Yeah.
older people become aunt. And I was like, yeah, I
Wow.
hate to call him with the information, but she really pushed me in ways that I just did not want to go in. And I'm so grateful that, she was pushing. So this program that the Women's Business Center is talking about is pretty much part of her legacy because she took young people and got them involved and said, you can be much more than you think you can be. So
Yeah, because they're aimed at young women who are not in college.
right. Because not everybody's college material. That's something that we fail to forget. Or some of them have an entrepreneurial spirit, and we don't capture that. We don't do that. One of the things I was so glad to hear Ms. McCullough's presentation because our nonprofit, we are working on a mentoring program for K through 12th grade.
Okay.
So and it will be called Voices. We know that much. And what we're trying to do is steer young girls into STEM activities, but we're also trying to steer young boys into arts programs.
I hope you deal with bullying though.
That, as always, I mean,
Good.
that's one of the reasons why we chose to go through that path, because a lot of times we have those gender issues with girls they've been told that they're not smart enough to be in STEM activities or STEM careers. And then there's a stigma with the young men of being in arts. That they have they have the creative stuff, but they tend, they may not want to be the fashion designers or poet or a writer for various reasons, because somebody's labeling them and limiting their potential. So hopefully,
forget about being put into boxes. That doesn't get rid of the boxes. I mean,
those boxes. So
nowadays, you should be able to do whatever job or business you want to do, regardless of race, gender, age, whatever. And it's so funny when people talk about computers, they still think it's only young people, not realizing that us old folks. I'm not saying you. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 64, and a lot of these people making these platforms are surprised that people, at least in my age group, have the time to check it out.
That's it. Like I said, the web
and help improve.
And I see my older people, the 80-somethings, working their phones and, they're on Zoom and they're doing, they're learning the technology and using it once they see the need for it. So it's kind of like, no, as long as you are living, you need to be learning. So, but yeah. I'm excited.
I had a cousin, Laverne. She lived in Evanston, Illinois, and she was in her 90s when she got her first computer, and she got a grant to write the history of Black people in Evanston, and she was in her 90s.
That's it. That's what I said. It's never
Internet.
That's it. Never, don't stop. If you're interested in something, do the research and get involved in it. Um, because my motto is fierce and limitless. So, don't limit, every time I have to try to figure out something else, it's kind of like, but if I don't learn it, and I don't learn the other side of the business, then I'm not going to be able to grow the business. So, yeah, I'm excited about getting in contact with the women business. I think I did 1 or 2 seminars through Durham Tech Small Business, and they
I
made
have too. Awesome.
And I think that's where we met. We met at a seminar at Durham.
We did. I couldn't remember where we met for real. Okay.
Yeah, we were at a seminar. I don't recall which one, but
I've been to quite a few because
I've been to quite a few.
I figure if it's knowledge and it's being given away,
hey,
I'm
that's
there.
kind of where I'm at. So that's why I was asking about the government contracts, because I did get the certification for Hub.
Oh.
Just got it last week. So I'm
congratulations.
Thank you. So I have not let the pandemic stop me. That's
good.
With the virtual line dance classes, the virtual line dance parties, the virtual bingo, and the virtual book club. So
nice.
So yeah, we've been trying to keep it busy and keep the activities going, so our little community don't feel so isolated, and can try to figure out what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy. So
yeah, because a lot of people have been waiting, waiting for the pandemic to end, and now they're realizing it's going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
So now more and more people are looking into the live streaming and virtual this and that, which is good, because I actually put the Skywriter on, not on hiatus, I never quit, but the holding pattern. And I realized, oh my God, this is going to be for a while. So
yes. So yeah, we appreciate it, because I try to get some walking in, so I can try to increase my steps, and then it gives me a chance to get out. That's kind of my meditation, to get out and walk, and kind of clear the mind, clear everything, so I can come back and do some work. So
I need to get back to walking. I had a good little morning routine where I'd go to Lyon Park and walk. But of course, I haven't walked there since the pandemic, so I am woefully out of shape in terms of walking. I need to get back to it.
I didn't start walking until the pandemic, because it was like, me, I would like to go and be in and everywhere. Travel plans got canceled. It was kind of like, so at least walking get me out of the house, walking around. Like I said, this pretty much gives you the chance to be with nature, meditate, get some exercise in, so I can feel better and not be worried about getting sick, because I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. So
yeah,
we need to plan a 5K walk for him.
Okay. That sounds good. How far is? So 5K, would that be through the downtown area or south or?
I've been trying to. I do the miles. I don't do 5K. So
yeah, I don't know how far 5K is. How many miles is?
What 5K is compared to miles, but
I'll look it up.
Walk up and around near Ben Franklin, over at the Medical Arts, the Medical Park.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of quiet. So and it's sidewalk, so okay.
I wonder, It's real pretty out in Research Triangle Park. Are people allowed to walk around there to park in one of the buildings? Because it's really pretty over there.
Because I was thinking about, I didn't know if people still walked in Shepherd around the track.
I don't know. I know NCCU's track is closed, unfortunately. But look into Research Triangle Park though. Get in contact with the what's it called, Research Triangle Park Institute or something like that.
Oh yeah,
because you would need permission probably to park somewhere. Because I don't know if those buildings are considered public. There's a couple of hotels over there.
There's always that flash mob mentality too. Let me stop. Trying to figure out what we're doing. We be doing.
You don't want to get back to the parking lot and your car's gone though.
Oh no. I guess that is a good point, but no, I guess I wasn't talking about
we call that bow garden. So we're just gonna park over here anyway.
Yeah, we just walking. By the time the cops come, we be through walking.
But you know what? I'm gonna look into that because that would be a beautiful place. I see people. I have driven down, like, what is that? Cornwallis. And I have seen people walking around. Of course, I don't know if they're employees or just citizens.
The hard walk is going to be virtual this year. So the Triangle Hard Walk, and we normally had a team each year. So and getting everybody in shape for whenever the actual date for the virtual hard walk. Will be nice little something that we probably can. And
maybe you guys can like walk to music.
Well, we probably, I was thinking that we probably would need a kickoff event, a social distancing kickoff event for that. So,
but why don't you have training events where the music starts and you say, okay, start walking, and the music starts, and then at certain points you can say, okay, we have walked the equivalent of 1 mile or half a mile or whatever. That might be kind of cool, actually.
You look at these two heads when they come together. See, this is what we do, people. When us get together, we be over there thinking this stuff out. We having the community, but we having fun. So
we can feature some of the music from what was Beyonce's newest called Black is King. Some of the music on there is really good.
Oh, is it?
That'd be good to walk to. Yeah, the beat is like I think they call it Afro beat or something. I don't know, but some of that music is really nice.
Yeah, I'm getting into more after.
That'd be good to walk to.
There's I can't think of the name of it. But it's something that I would love to is some type of class, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's a nice beat, and it's a nice little workout. I can't think of the name of
Zumba or
no. I said
Zumba's fast. That's fast.
Zumba is fast. That's why I said this is something else.
Zouk is slow though. Zouk is very nice.
It may be Zuka.
Zouk. There's different kinds, but yeah.
And the people are working their muscles, but they're doing it at a pace, and
Zouk is nice.
And it's sexy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
It must be.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, it's not required.
About. Yeah,
it must be sexy.
That's what I said. It has to be. That's why I said.
The beat is nice.
I need to figure that out because I think I've seen that. I need to see if they got a class in the area.
Actually, there is what is that word? Kizomba or something like that.
I'm thinking the same thing.
I don't particularly like that dance because they're a little bit too close for my comfort, but the music's great. The dancing.
Is great.
I mean, I mean, with 𝗕𝗧𝗬, I hope 𝗕𝗧𝗬.
I know.
I mean, you are right
No.
there. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a little close. It's a little
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But the music's great.
Well, now look, we do, for those that listening, don't think we just do the electric slide or the Mississippi slide or cha-cha slide. We do more than that. My folks, they will sit. It has, before the pandemic, I had started teaching Between the Sheets by the Isley Brothers
Okay.
and Just My Way by Eric Benet.
Oh,
The
let me
two
write
of
that
those
down.
together are
I don't know
10.
that song.
Just My Way by if Eric Benet will go.
Let me
And the
check that
two
out.
songs are together about 9 minutes long, and they will sit and do all 9 minutes of those two songs. They just love those, and I'll be like,
Wear you out.
listen. So yeah, we do bring we do have the quiet storm probably the last 15 minutes of each class that we do. So come out. Just tell them go to www.marvisfun.com and sign up
Marvisfun.com.
so that you can come and join us. See if you like it. I mean,
Okay, I think who's doing your website? You or somebody else?
girl, I'm working.
Is it you?
I'm behind the scenes of it now.
Okay, because I could not find the information on the website, but I'm gonna wait. Let me know when that information is on there, and then
It
I'll.
should be on there about the part about the days for class.
Because it says to click on chat for the details, and I couldn't find that part. But I think maybe you haven't set it up yet.
Maybe click on the chat that say that you're interested, so that I can send the Zoom link.
Oh,
I
okay.
had a Zoom link out there, really.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So check on. Then I send the Zoom link so people would, be able to get into because this is, like I said, for those that may be concerned about, security or whatever.
I understand.
We do have Zoom, so you have to be admitted into the class. Can't just get I just don't have it in everybody. So that way we kind of control it. So try to make it safe. And then, of course it's gonna be some fun. So
okay.
Be able to
get your groove on a little bit.
To come on over and do some music because sometimes I get a little worn out running from.
Oh, okay. I could probably help you out. Yeah, just let me know.
So yeah, we're gonna have to plan. I thought I was going to be able to have my denim and pearl ball, but if I do it, it may have to be virtual now. So
well, if you look at if you can see the comments, I don't know if you can or not, but right before she left, Debbie said that she's preparing to go to a Zoom wedding.
Oh,
so you can do anything on Zoom nowadays, apparently.
And I mean, we do virtual bingo through Zoom. I just get everybody. You have to, pay through Cash App. Then I send you your card.
That's clever.
Get your email address, and I send the cards out so everybody has.
That's real clever.
And it's, you just have to stop and think. I mean, there's no point in wallowing in what used to be now. No, things have changed. It's and
gotta change with it, I guess.
Well, and a friend of mine, we had a conversation. I'm like, I'm old enough to remember when AIDS first came out, HIV, and we didn't know what was going on and how to deal with it, and the way we do everything changed because of it. World Trade Center, when that happened, things changed. So this too is something that you're going to have to change and make changes to participate in the world.
Exactly. And I'm going to say one last thing before we go. I was talking to a friend online yesterday, and he was very skeptical about the vaccine. He says, no way. And I've seen a lot of people say, I'm not taking no vaccine. Mm-hmm. But they're not as old as I am. Now, being 64, I do remember the polio vaccines and the, what was it, rubella, whooping cough, tuberculosis, mumps. And I've only known one person who had polio. It was pretty much eradicated thanks to the vaccines. Same for whooping cough. And in some communities, tuberculosis is coming back because they're not vaccinating like they should.
And then the thing, you know, it's just like I don't do the flu shot. Every time I've gotten the flu shot, I've gotten the flu. So, you know, it all depends on your body.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, they got the shingles vaccine. I already had shingles. So, you know, that's
shingles. Oh, yeah. I think my mom had that. I forget what it is.
And so that's why I was like, well, you know, there's no point in doing it. So it's one of those, you know, you got to you have to have some discernment about what's going to be in your best interest. And then whether or not the vaccine is going to be effective, or is it going to be like the flu? Even if you take the vaccine, you still can end up getting it.
Yeah, but I think the way vaccines work, they have a bit of the disease in there that they're introducing to you, and your body fights it off, and then you're okay. Although some people do get sick, but not as sick as they would be had they actually gotten the disease.
Well, you know, that's why my friends, they knew I had hand sanitizer. I had 2 bottles in my pocketbook. I got some in my car. I got, you know, before pandemic, had already got a little big jar that I keep
Same
around.
here. So that's why I was tripping where everybody's running around trying to get hand sanitizer and soap. I'm like, you didn't have that already?
Well, you know, that's kind of how I feel about it. It's like, look, people, y'all should have had this stuff and been doing this all the time. You got the president over there telling people, well, now we're going to have to be washing our hands. You should have been doing that all along.
I know. All of a sudden, people need soap.
But you got to be told. I was like, kindergartners know how to sing the happy birthday song until they get their hands washed. So now the grown people are going to have to do the happy birthday so they can wash their hands. Exactly. All right, dear. It was good to talk with you.
Okay, Marvis.
Here and send this email to the Women Business Center.
Yeah, because they are on point. Because I have just, I guess, in a way, rediscovered them and have been announcing their workshops.
I'm so excited and you know, it was just, you know, sometimes it's divine intervention. Because I came in, took a shower, and I fixed me something to eat, and I saw the notification, and I said, "Oh, let me do this problem. Let me talk. See what Petty Pat doing." And then you brought her on, and it was the question that I needed answer so that I can get the help to move the business forward. Get the contracts, and you know, not so much. I don't want her to write a contract. I just need help to make sure the proposal is tight. So
they can definitely do that because
she said, we're gonna see.
Okay, and keep me posted, okay, Marvis?
I will, and then we need to get together and talk about this. We need to get together and
talk about some music.
About some music and some activities that we can partner with, because I sure love having you as a partner when we were.
Thank you. Let me throw out an idea. Okay, when you watch the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, in between the shows, they have fun things because, you know, they don't accept advertising from just everybody. You know what I mean? So they have fun things like videos and stuff like that. I was wondering what the public schools, you know, with it being all virtual learning, what they're going to do. It would be fun if in between classes they had the kids to get up and do a line dance or something. I don't think they've thought that through. I think they're only concerned with academics right now.
Well, you know, I used to teach.
Since you're certified and you have the paperwork and the nonprofit and all that, you should contact the schools and say you want to sign up to provide between class activities, because you don't want the kids sitting like this all day in front of, you know.
Oh, girls, that's why I love you.
So do that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm writing it down as soon as I get off of here.
Because, like I said, they do it on the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. Why not Durham Public Schools?
And it's the truth. Girl, she know she know my child is too old for a Disney Channel, so I don't watch it.
I'm 64 and I love Disney Channel.
I took one for the team when he was younger, so I think I know every episode of That's So Raven.
I love That's So Raven. That's my show.
Well, it was good at first, but you know, when you got to keep looking at the same thing, it's like,
and you know, she has a series now as an adult, and she has her own. It's called is Raven's House or something like that. But anyway, so Raven is grown up, and she has 2 kids, one of whom can tell the future, like she, you know, had the visions like she used to. And yeah, it's a fun little show.
Okay.
So they've come full circle.
No, I didn't get that memo. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later, Marvis.
Thank you.
And thank you for dropping by.
You are so welcome. It's so glad to talk with you and just come up with those ideas.
Tell us your website one more time. You said Marvis Fun. What is it?
www.marvisfun.com.
MarvisFun.com. I love that.
Hey, you know, that's what I
love
do.
I know. Thanks again, Marvis.
Thank you. Take care.
See you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Super fun as always. Yes. So I'm just going to tell you goodbye for now. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. if you'd like to join me on camera and hang out or share information. And also, I would appreciate if you have information for the Durham Skywriter, let me know. If you want to come on the show to promote it, I would love that. So, ciao for now. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. See you then.